Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have started the new lesson microorganisms as friends or foes. There do we have discussed about the introduction of the lesson. We have gone through that how and in which way they are beneficial to us, and certain life forms they are harmful also. Today we will go ahead and we will discuss the topic the types of microorganisms. So the microorganisms they are divided into four categories on the basis of their cell structure, mean to say that how the cell is made up of, what is the outer layer of the cell of that particular microbe. So on the basis of that cell structure means the composition of the outer membrane, the life forms they are divided into four categories. They are bacteria, second fungi, third protozoans, and fourth algae. So we know these life forms they are much more older than to us. They have evolved upon the planet much more before than us. We can say they are the oldest forms of life on the earth which are still surviving in different habitats. So we'll come to the next point, which is viruses are unique. Do we have discussed in that introductory part also that viruses they are showing unique characteristic feature. How? Because whenever they are present within their host, they show the characteristics of their living things. Whereas whenever they are present outside their host, they just behave like a non-living things. For example, now these days we may have heard about the virus which is causing the disease corona. It is also inactive whenever it is present outside the host, and it behaves like a living form whenever it enters the host. So just we may imagine that whenever these viruses they are present outside their host, may that on the doorknobs, in the air, on the table, or any other on the surfaces. So they behave just like non-living things, and whenever they enter their certain host, they just uses the cell machinery of the host and behaves like a living life form. So there are certain viruses which are also used as bacteria eaters, means they can be used against certain bacteria which may be harmful to us. So those viruses which consumes the bacteria they are called as bacteriophage, and the viruses they can be crystallized and stored in jars for many years. They can be also used as an biological warfare agents, means they can be used during the wars time by the countries as weapons, as biological weapons which may cause massive destruction, causing diseases upon the life forms. So, regarding the habitats of these microorganisms, if we consider, they are found in almost all kinds of environments, whether it may be an ice cold water, in hot springs, in dry areas, or may marshy areas or saline areas. So, They are found within the soil, within the ocean floor, high in the atmosphere, and also deep inside the rocks within the earth's crust. Certain life forms, they are also found in the human body, within the plant body, as well as in other groups of animals. So, if you may consider, there are certain areas which may consider as their living place inside our body. For example, the throat, the lungs, the mouth, nose. So these are very much common that we are hearing about that the particular virus, that it resides within the throat, within the nose, and there it multiplies and increases their number. Afterwards, it invades the lungs. As well as these microbes or these different life forms, they are also present within our alimentary canal, means digestive system, and are also inhabited the different types of areas or organs within our body and also in other groups of animals. So thus we can say these microorganisms, they are showing diverse types of habitats. So now we will discuss some more facts about these microorganisms. There are certain life forms, do we may consider them as extremophiles. First of all, we have to split the word. It is made up of extreme plus philine. Philine is a Greek word which means to love, to show affection. So, from knowing the meaning of the word extreme means highest or supreme, we may understand means the life forms which are able to survive or which shows affection in those types of conditions which are fatal to many of the life forms. So we may say or we may define as extremophiles that they are life forms or they are microorganisms which have adapted themselves so that they can survive and even thrive in conditions which are normally fatal to the most life forms in nature. Just like the second group, they are called as hyperthermophiles. From the word hyper, it means more and much. Therma means temperature, and philine again it means to love. So means the group of life forms, the group of microorganisms we are considering here which can survive in the temperatures that is so much higher, means between 80 degrees Celsius to 122 degrees Celsius, and which are most commonly found in the hydrothermal systems. So they are called as hyperthermophiles. Whereas the next category, which is hypoliths, it is made up of again two words, hypo and lith. Hypo means below and lith means rock. Means this group of life forms which survives in the or within the rocks, under the rock surfaces, mostly in cold deserts. The fourth category, which are cryophiles. It is made up of word cryo plus philine, means cryo means low temperature and philine means to love. So the group of life forms or microorganisms which can survive better at temperatures 15 degrees Celsius or below than this specific range in common cold soils and polar ice cold waters, they are considered as to be cryophiles. So now we'll discuss the role of microorganisms in our life. These microorganisms, they play a significant role in our life as well as on the overall environment. They help us in different ways and they also are harmful to us in different ways. So we have just taken few examples through which we may understand. The first, as decomposers. We have discussed in class 7 also that the decomposers in which the group of certain bacteria, certain fungi are present which help in the recycling of the nutrients within the nature. So if these decomposers would not be present in the environment, might we may feel or we may smell foul smell around us. So the decomposers play a significant role in cleaning the environment. Just like these microorganisms, they also help in maintaining various biogeochemical cycles. So, what are biogeochemical processes or cycles? Means again, if we may split, it is of three words. Bio means life forms, geo means earth, and chemicals means certain chemical processes are occurring. We may consider these biogeochemical cycles means the nutrient cycle in which there is storage and transfer of the nutrients through the biotic and abiotic components of the ecosystem. So we have to discuss different biogeochemical cycles in class 9 like nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, etc. that helps to maintain the recycling of the nutrients within our ecosystem. The third point, we may consider the certain group of life forms, they are present in our alimentary canal also. For example, certain types of bacteria which are present in our large intestine which helps in the proper absorption of minerals and water within it. Likewise, in the fourth category, they also act as pathogens. So certain life forms, they behave as disease causing agents. For example, we may consider there are so many examples like typhoid, cholera, corona, AIDS, common flu, rabies, hepatitis, malaria, dengue. So there are so many diseases which are caused due to certain microorganisms. Now fifth point, some of the microorganisms, they also spoil of our food items. For example, whenever we cook the food in the early morning and we have not refrigerated in the morning after it has been cooked, if we go to consume in the evening during the summer days, we may observe it may have created foul smell. So the reason is behind that the certain group of microbes, they have developed there and they have released certain toxic chemicals due to which the smell of the food deteriorates. Likewise, in different industry, the microorganisms, they are used, for example, in dairy industry, in bakery industry, in beverage industry, etc. Also, they are also used in sewage treatment. For example, whatever the organic matter is being carried through sewer lines or made that through the uh, in the drainage pipes, that the organic matter can be easily decomposed and it can be used as a source of organic matter in the nature. So, for example, made that from the different industries, for example, sugar industry, cotton industry, leather industry, made that the certain microorganisms are used for the treatment of the wastewater. Likewise, certain life forms, this group of microorganisms, they are also used in the formation of antibiotics. So again, we may split the word. Anti means against and biotics means life forms. Means these are certain chemicals which can be used against certain life forms. Thus, helpful in treating certain diseases. So we'll discuss more about in detail about the different aspects of these microorganisms in our life in the next class. Till so far here, thank you. Have a nice day.